try to come in and just do damage control, because that's what this government does, because they don't understand that they're fighting against a real God that's angry and he's mad and he's upset because they keep passing laws and they keep playing with this same-sex gender crap. Let's talk about this, because me and Megan was just talking about this. Let's talk about gender, transgender real quick, because transgender is such a real thing and people are really just like on the bandwagon and thinking this is cool and things like that. And again, if that is something that you struggle with, these 13 people who are on here right now, if that's something you struggle with right now, guess what? God is going to call you by your name that you were given at birth when it's time to go and see him. And guess what? You can't be like, oh, my name is not that, my name is this. God's going to be like, listen, to eternity you go. To hell you go. The only way that you're going to get to see the Father and live in eternity with him is to know him down here. Okay. So people think that transgender is such a joy, woo woo. And we were talking about, I was fired up about transracial, about how it's insulting for a man to say, oh, I'm a woman. Like, no, you ain't. First of all, you just decided you wanted to be a woman 3 weeks ago. That's not how this works. Okay. We didn't get to choose when our periods come and when we have kids and how to, like, we don't get to choose if we get cramps or not. We don't get the choice to choose. So it's really insulting for a man to be like, oh, I'm a woman. Or a woman, it's probably not as insulting to a man to be like, oh, I'm a man, because men are like, they know for a fact that you'll never be as strong as a man, no matter how many testosterone you take, no matter how much, none of that stuff you take. You'll never be as strong as a man because you're not a man. Okay? And this transgender stuff is just it's not going to come to an end, or it's not going to become a problem until people are like, a white woman, she just be like, oh, I'm black. Okay. And there was one lady, I can't remember her name. She tried to be like, oh, I'm black. And people were like, no, you're not. Okay. So transgender is not going to be looked at as wrong until Kim Kardashian be like, I identify as a black woman and who can stop me? And guess what? Black women, y'all gonna be pissed. Okay. Or if, I don't want to throw out a name, but if Tom Hanks' son, he liked to be talking in Jamaican language and all that stuff. If he be like, I identify as a black man. Do y'all understand the type of backlash that's going to be coming up? And like, oh, I'm transracial. Like, do you want to fight? And like, oh, now I got to go get some transracial rights. Do you hear how stupid that sounds? So why are we condoning this behavior? Like, if I just paint my face, oh, now I'm white because my husband is white. No, that's not how this works. Like, my family will look at me like I'm dumb, okay? Stupid and crazy, okay? His family would think I lost my mind, okay? Because that's not the reality. That's not what I was born as. Oh, if my husband just walk into a black barbershop in the hood and be like, oh, okay? Do y'all think that people would be okay with that? No. No. So why do we accept this transgender stuff? Okay, why is it right? Because it's an agenda. Because this is the beast that was given power in the last days. I try to tell y'all this. But because transracial wasn't the beast, it doesn't have power, and that's why they kill it at the root. That's why when that white woman came out and said she was black, they killed it at the root. They said, ma'am, shut up. And she went away. Okay, she disappeared. Don't know what her name was. Can't remember. But do y'all understand this? Like, they kill it at the root because this is not the beast that was given power.